So, like I said, this is our master suite. And when the house was originally constructed, the McDonald's actually did most of their entertaining up here. And this actually used to be the ballroom of the house.
Okay.
So, it's kind of a neat room. And then in the fall and winter months, when the leaves come off the trees, got this beautiful view that extends almost all the way down to the river. So it's one of my favorite rooms of the house.
Yeah, it's a really nice looking room. I can see why this would be the ballroom.
Yes. So, I've been told from one of the former owners that there actually used to be a beautiful crystal chandelier that hung in here.
Oh, okay.
So the family took it with them when they sold the house back in the 60s.
I take it too. You're like, this is mine.
So it's one of 2 rooms in the house that has a private bathroom.
Oh. That is nice. I like that. This bathroom is huge.
Yeah. So another one of the former owners that still lives here in town, this was actually her bedroom.
Oh, okay.
When her family lived here in the house. And during part of the home's history, the large pieces of the house were converted into efficiency apartments.
Okay.
And then back in the early 2000s, somebody tried to convert it back into a single family residence, and then unfortunately ran out of money quickly, so the house was abandoned for a number of years. And then when we came along in August of 2019, we converted this into a bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So the room across the hall and this one are 2 rooms in the house that actually have king-size beds.
Oh.
So this room is one of 3 on this floor that shared the bathroom by the back porch.
Okay.
And if you've seen any of our posts on Facebook, you'll know this is the room that the picture of the lady in the window was
I did not see.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to look.
So yeah, we had a friend of ours come down from Fowler.
Okay, yeah, I've been to Fowler.
And while he was taking pictures from the outside, he captured a picture of a lady looking out the window.
Oh, that's so cool.
Room, so.
In this room.
Yep.
Nice.
So this is a pretty cool room. So one of our paranormal investigators, while they were here, stayed in this room. And he told us the next morning that he woke up in the middle of the night and it felt like somebody was tickling his feet.
Oh, that's really funny.
So we've got some pretty good EVPs up here as well. And yep. So the house overall seems to be pretty active.
Nice.
We get a fair amount of activity here. We get a fair amount of activity downstairs in the master bedroom.
Okay.
And then we've also gotten a fair amount of activity across the hall as well. So.
Okay.
When you're scouting out places to investigate tonight. So this would be the 3rd room up here. It's one of our more popular rooms because it's on the back side of the house, so it tends to be one of the more quiet rooms.
It's a very nice room. I like all of these rooms. They're all really nice.
So every room is kind of unique in its own right. So
yeah.
Every room kind of has its own decor to kind of reflect the style and the mood of the room. This would be the final of the 8 bedrooms that we have available. This would be the 2nd room in the house that has a private bathroom.
Okay.
And it is right to here. So when the house was originally built, the area that's the bedroom was originally a library, and then it was used as a music room.
Oh, okay.
So the built-in cabinet there is original.
It looks really nice.
So we've tried to preserve as many of the original pieces of the house as we could.
Okay.
In fact, we found a couple of the fireplace mantles behind the house in the weeds when we started the renovation process. So this would be our living room, our common space.
Okay. Okay.
This generally is where we get our most activity. Every investigation we've had something happen here in the living room.
Oh, okay.
So these are in the trifold. These are pictures of the house. This is what it looked like in August of 2019 when we started the restoration process.
Oh, dang.
So it actually sat abandoned for 20 years.
It really does look like it did.
Katie came along and brought it back to life.
Wow.
So we've come a long way in the renovation process, but we still have a lot of restoration to go yet. So we've actually applied for some grant funds from the state. So
cool.
Hopefully in the next couple months, we'll be hearing the results of that, and hopefully we'll get some grant funds to start working on the restoration of the exterior of the house.
Nice.
So one cool thing, one of the descendants of the Scribner family actually gave us a bunch of family photos.
Oh.
So we're actually in the process of getting these pictures framed so we can get them hung up on the wall.
These are it was so nice that they gave you those.
Yes. They've actually become very good friends of the business, and we've gotten to know them pretty well.
Oh, that's cool.
Throughout the whole...
So this was the family that lived here prior?
Correct.
Okay.
So James Mcdonald built the house in 1855, and he lived here until about 1870.
Okay.
And James Mcdonald was actually very much involved in the development of Attica. In the 1840s, he moved to this area from Ohio, actually set up across the river with his family, and they had multiple business interests. Haven't found any documentation specifically as to what those multiple business ventures were, but at some point they had a falling out with the government over in Warren County.
Okay.
And moved all of their business interests over here. So James McDonald and his family purchased the estate, and at that time it was about 400 acres, which would now encompass most of the east side of current day Attica.
Okay.
So the estate was pretty large, and James McDonald himself made most of his money through processing meat products.
Okay.
So specifically pork products. So he would process the pigs, and then he would take those meat products and he would ship them back to the East Coast via the Wabash Erie Canal. In 1870, he was out on the East Coast doing business and actually suffered a brain injury while he was in New York. So he comes back from New York and is not able to run his business like he needed to sustain the lifestyle that he had come accustomed to. So he sold the house to William Lindbergh, who came from Illinois, and him and his wife and their 2 daughters settled here into the house. And when William Lindbergh passed away in 1900, a local jeweler by the name of James Scribner marries his oldest daughter, Althea. And the house remained in the Scribner family for another 60 plus years. So the Scribner family, through marriage, actually owned the house for the bulk of its history. They actually owned the house for a total of 88 years.
Oh.
And in the mid-60s, they sold the home to the Poston family. The Poston family locally made most of their money through manufacturing brick pavers. So most of the brick streets in this area regionally would have been paved with Poston pavers.
Nice.
Incidentally, if you dig up the asphalt at the Speedway in Indianapolis, the asphalt is supported with Poston pavers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's kind of a neat little connection to the Motor Speedway that we have here in town. And so when the Poston family took over possession of the house in the 60s, they converted large portions of the home into efficiency apartments. And so, you know, through the time the Poston family had the house, it was still a center of the community where many people over the years had come in and lived in the apartments at one time or another. And then when Miss Poston passed away in 1999, her son sold the home to a gentleman that wanted to convert it back into a single-family residence and operate it as a bed and breakfast. The project was a bit more, a little bit more of an undertaking than what he could manage, and so he ran out of money and the project stalled. And from that point on, the house pretty much sat abandoned. So in 2011, a local architect and preservationist by the name of James DeGrazia purchased the home at tax sale, and I didn't have the time to dedicate to the full restoration that this house needed, so he did what was necessary to keep the home from further deteriorating while he owned it, until he could find an owner that could come along and dedicate the time and resources to restore it the way that it needed to be done. And that's when he met the current owner, Katie, in 2019. And in August, she acquired the home and started renovations, and now operates the place as an Airbnb.
Nice. It's very beautiful. And you can tell that you guys have done a lot.
Yeah. So like I said, we still have a long way to go, but we're certainly a long way from where we started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So the half bath down here is actually where we've been told that one of the former owners of the home was murdered.
Oh.
So officially, I forget what the cause of death was listed as, but it was something nondescript.
Okay. And
the family maintained that that wasn't the case, and then we actually had a couple different mediums tell us that the owner was actually murdered here in the bathroom. He was actually shot twice in the chest.
Oh my gosh. In this bathroom?
In this bathroom. So I don't know that this was a bathroom at the time that they owned the house, but this was the room where he met his demise.
Oh, okay. So I am in the bathroom where James died. Just gonna sit for a minute. I'm actually gonna turn on my portable device. Is there anybody in this room? What's the name of the man that died in this house? Do you know what day it is? What city are we in? Can you come talk to me? The home is beautiful. Do you like all the restoration that they've done? Great. Can you tell me your name now? Can you tell me why James was shot? What did he do? That was a no. Do you like when people come and visit you? Do you know my name? My name is Amber. Can you say it through this device? Is this your home? I think that was good out. I think I'm gonna move with this. Oh, geez. I'm gonna grab my bag. And we're just gonna start from the bottom and work our way up. All right, do you wanna come sit down and talk to me? There's a chair right behind me. Can you sit down in it? Do you know what this room was used for? Can you say the tour guide's name through the box? Are you going to set the device over here off for me? Do you want me to leave? Is there anybody in here that wants to talk? If you want to talk to me, there are two devices that you can use. There's this one, and then there's this one over here. And you can tell me anything that you want me to know. What is the name of the woman that was in the picture? Can you say it into that device over there? If you want people to remember who you are, can you come over here and touch these? One of them? Can you tell me what the name of the woman was in the picture? Are you excited about people coming and staying here? Are you able to see me? Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up? Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up through the box? Do you need help? If you feel like you need help, can you light up one of these devices over here and make it sound like this, please? Can you tell me what room is your favorite room? Well, which one is that? Can you walk on over here and touch this, please? Or that one? Do you know why you're still here? I guess I can't. Alright. Can you tell me your name into this device right here?
South of downtown, southeast of downtown.
Can you tell me your name?
What?
Is William still here? Can you say my name through this device? Can you come over here and touch this one right here, please? It's hard. Yeah, all you gotta do is just touch it like this. Can you come back and talk to me? Are you gonna light this up for me? Thank you for talking to me and letting me come here.